welcome on techguruspeaks.com. Today I would like to describe lambda functions in Python. In Python programming, lambda functions are basically small anonymous functions. That means functions without having any name. The particular concept will be described using a small example in the next slide. So as I have already told, in Python, small anonymous function is called the lambda function. Like the def keyword in normal function definitions, the lambda keyword is used to create small anonymous functions. This lambda function can take any number of arguments but only one expression. That is the most important thing to consider. They will consider only one expression. This expression is evaluated and returned. So in lambda function there will not be any function name as well as return type. These functions can be used whenever function objects are needed. We normally use a lambda function when an anonymous function is required for a short period of time. Now let us look at the coding snippet that will show how to create a lambda function. So it is the comment symbol. So here I am writing val equal to lambda, that is the keyword being used for defining small anonymous function that will not have any name and without the return type. So lambda b, that is the parameter of the function, colon b into b, that means I will be calculating square of this number. So that is the idea of this particular lambda function. So basically it is going to consider the function object being returned. So this lambda function, that is small anonymous function, is basically equivalent to a normal user defined function like def, that is a keyword being used for defining a function. Val, that is for example the name of the function, that is a parameter, that is small b is the parameter being passed, and I have calculated the square of this parameter being passed, and that is returned to its caller by using the return statement. So the simple logic is basically implemented using the normal function here, and the same concept is basically implemented by using the lambda function. Clear? So basically they are equivalent. Now I will run coding examples from lambda function by using the spider id. So let's have a look at it. So we will be first writing a normal function with the help of the def keyword, that is def. So def square, that is the name of the function, a, that is the parameter being passed, return a into a, that means it will be calculating the square of the parameter number being passed. Now the same function can be implemented by using lambda function like val equal to lambda b colon b into b. That means what? That means b is the parameter being passed to the lambda function, and it will calculate the square of the number that is being passed to it, and the thing can be done by using a particular value, say like val 9. So that is a parameter being passed, so it is written inside a print function. So that means what? It is like the structure of function, but it is not having any name and not having the return type also. So val 9 basically it will be equivalent to b square, that means b into b. So that is why the output here is 81. Clear? So now I'll do what? I will just take the normal function here that I have defined earlier. So it will be calculating the square of this number. So 7 square, that is 49. That is basically the normal way of writing function in Python. So for this particular coding example with lambda function, lambda b colon b into b is the lambda function that I have already told. Here b is the argument that is passed to it, and b into b is the expression that gets evaluated and returned. And the function doesn't have any name or return statement that we have already seen. Still, it returns a function object which is assigned to the variable named val. So this is the function object, okay, being returned. So that means the variable val will be actually storing the result of the function object being returned. In a sense, this lambda function is basically returning a function object which is basically assigned to the variable named val. Okay, so that is the idea to be used here. Now we can send any number of arguments in the lambda function. That is the idea of the next coding example. Like here we have got this variable equal to lambda xyz. So here we are having three arguments, colon, that is the expression x into y into z. That means I will be passing here three numbers and taking the multiplication of these three numbers. So if I am writing here val 8 comma 9 comma 10, it will be passed to this lambda function and evaluating the expression, and the result will be getting stored in this variable. So that is the idea. So the function object is being assigned to this variable val. So that I have got here. The result of the multiplication is stored in this variable returned by the function object. Now we would like to see some significant example of lambda function. Like we would like to understand the true power of lambda function. I think it can be better illustrated when we use a lambda function, that is a small anonymous function, inside another function which is basically a normal function. We can use the same function definition to make a function that always doubles and triples. In that example I have taken the number we pass as an argument. So that is the most important thing. Basically we are going to make a function that doubles or triples the number we are basically passing as an argument. Just have a look at the coding example here. So def, that is the keyword being used for defining a normal function. So it is the argument of this particular function. So it will be using a lambda function within itself, that means within the body of this function. So return lambda x, that is a function argument for the lambda. So the expression is basically x multiplied by y. So y is basically the argument of the function named function, and x is the argument of the lambda function itself. So now if I am writing here double equal to function 2, basically we are basically writing here whatever value actually we are passing here for this one or this one, it will be getting multiplied with the value that we have passed here respectively. Okay, so now let's look at this example. So double equal to function 2 and triple equal to function 3. So till now we have not passed the value of x, we have passed the value of y only, because in function basically it is the y that is the argument of the function named function. So now I'll be doing what? This variable that will be pointing towards the function object being returned. So it will be basically having the arguments like 10 and 20 respectively. Now it becomes the value of x. So now x is getting, so basically double, they are related. So x is 10 and y is basically 2. So they are basically placed here. So we are getting basically 10 into 2, that means 20. So that is why we are getting this output. Now for the next one, triple equal to function 3, that is the value of y, and the value of x becomes 20. So 20 multiplied by 3, that is the value 60. So that is the logic of this particular coding example. I hope you have understood what is the significance of lambda function in Python program. Basically they are small anonymous functions, and they can be used in a program to replace a normal function, and it doesn't have any name and any return statement also. So basically this kind of function can be used in Python programming frequently. So that is the idea to be used here. So I hope that you have thoroughly watched this video, and I also hope that you have understood the logic of this program. That means the idea of using lambda function in Python, and what is the significance, and how can you replace a normal function in Python with the help of the lambda function. All the questions are now being answered here. I hope so. I will request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, provided you have liked my video. And this is the URL, and here you will get the picture. If you are clicking on it, you will be actually moving to my channel, and please subscribe here, provided if you have liked my video. And please visit my website, you will find here a lot of useful information. And this is my official email ID. Have a nice day. Thank you for your patient hearing. Thank you all.